What is up, friend on the other side of the screen? Welcome back. So excited to have you here. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not. So this is either the last video of 2023 or the first video of 2024. One of those two things. I'm coming back at you with another vision setting, vision casting, goal amending video for 2024. These are really important because I think there is a certain power in dreaming big and being able to envision a better future for yourself. And I think a lot of times we will make really granular goals where you have to lose 5.6 pounds by January 12th at 9:58 p.m. Like, we make them so specific and then we get disappointed when we can't follow through with them. On the other side, sometimes we just make it more vague and it's like, I want to be healthier. Well, anybody can say that they were healthier. And so being able to find a good middle ground, having something that is achievable but also flexible. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop in to what I have for this year. We're going to review this year first of all, and then we're going to go into next year. And next year looks a tiny bit different with regards to how I usually set up my goals. You'll understand in a second. But I'm gonna scoot over here so you can see on this side of the screen. So for 2023, I broke it down into different categories, starting off first with creation. So creation means anything social media, influencer, side hustles, what have you. I did not hit 5,000 on Instagram. If anything, I think I've dropped off a little bit. I'm still trying to kind of put in a case study as to why. Obviously, I graduated from college, started a full-time job, moved into an apartment, got my first car. Like, there's a lot of things that have happened this year. And to be honest, because of that and because I've been trying to get used to living on my own and finding community outside, stuff like that, I haven't been as intentional about making content like I usually would. I have kind of like a type of feed that I want. I need to get better. I need to get better at it. I didn't hit 500 on YouTube. I think I'm at 440 on YouTube right now. So this is a great time to tell you, if you're watching this video, go ahead, subscribe right now, tell your friends, tell your family, share this to some other people who also might be wanting to goal set for 2024. I'm not sure I hit 4,000 on TikTok. I'm actually not sure. I should probably check that. 2021, 2022 era, I used to do a lot more sponsored posts, partnerships, things like that. This will require me to kind of upkeep my pitch template, my email blast that I send out to brands every now and then. At the start of the year, I'm going to update my resume, my media kit, my pitch template, all that fun stuff, so that I can send stuff out to people with updated analytics and stuff like that. So I do want to do more of that this coming up year. I think it'll be a good time. I think it'll be a good time. And I do want to have some big brand or icon shout outs. I've done a lot of really fun stuff this year, and I've been able to be in the presence of a lot of really cool people. They just haven't shouted me out yet. So we're working. We're getting there. We're getting there. I have helped 5 people with their social media. A couple of them have been friends. A couple of them have been businesses. I haven't created any sort of like freemium or digital product for people to use. I actually really enjoy my website. I really do. I added a section to my website called By the Numbers. I've seen this on some other personal branding websites where they'll have like data points about things. But it gives you a little bit more about me and things that I've done in terms of numbers. And it's all like brand coded and stuff like that. So if you want to right now, go to www.marcustheknight.com to learn about me, learn about things that I'm doing, things that I want to do, things where you can, connect with me on different levels, things like that. It's a fun time. I'm just really, really proud of it. I really am. Releasing either the ebook or the podcast now. How much do I want to say? I did say that I was going to release an ebook about anti-racism, about how to be a good ally. I still want to write about that. There have been other things that have come as a result that will probably look a little different, and that's all I'm going to say. I do want to still start a podcast. Monetization, finances, investments, and income. I'm going to be really honest and transparent. Now that I have a full-time job, now that I can actually pay for, car insurance and rent and groceries and these other things, finance looks a lot different to me than it did as a college student, which is great. I'm very blessed in that sense. I paid everybody back. I didn't really research anything about stocks or investment. I did hear a lot about the word investment in 2023, but I haven't actually invested. So we're gonna figure that out. Condition. I think I did take it easy at least one day a week. Usually that was either Saturday or Sunday, where I would do the bare minimum and not think about anything else. And that's not to be lazy, but it's to, number one, kind of observe my Christian principles of rest. Now with this video, this can be a form of resting, reflecting, and refreshing for the next year. There's a lot of other goals that are a little bit more specific and a little more personal. I can tell you right now, I didn't meet them. Physical health is the thing that is one of the areas of growth for me. Yeah, there's a lot that I need to work on in terms of that. Removing self-doubt and imposter syndrome was one of my mental health goals. This is an ongoing thing, but I do think based on the exposure and the experiences that I've had this year, there's a lot less self-doubt and imposter syndrome than I had at the beginning of the year. There are times where, it kind of creeps up a little bit depending on what I'm doing or what I'm saying. This year has shown me a lot. This year has proven to me that I'm capable of more than what I think I am. And so having those types of goals to constantly being able to remove that is not saying that it will never be there, but you can develop habits and processes to where you don't have to be succumbed to that all the time. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm actually starting to believe that I have the skills and I have the talents. I don't know who this is for, but you do too. You also have the skills, the talents, the experiences, the personality to not only get the job done, but to do it well. A lot of times we'll go into spaces and places where we diminish the value and the potency. Look at me using the word potency unironically. We diminish the value of what we have to offer, of what we have to bring. But nobody can beat you at being you. Nobody else on this earth, past, present, or future, has, had, or will ever have. So being able to walk in those places with audacious authority. Surprisingly, I actually want to read you my kind of vision statement for 2023. This is what I had to say about that. What can you do in your immediate circles, your home, at your school, in your internships and job opportunities, in your spiritual circles, to increase and expand the vision and mission of whatever space you find yourself in? That's literally what I'm doing at my job right now. I'm literally in that strategic space where I can help to expand that. Because when your environment expands, everyone and everything in it must expand as well. Now that you have narrowed down your assignment, reinforced your value, now is the time to move, to acquire that which God has promised to you. This means walking in audacious authority, a new sense of bold faith, and extreme transparency. Investing in future-minded people while simultaneously cultivating genuine and long-lasting friendships, developing deeper discernment about spaces and opportunities to accept and decline. I am the God who causes you to occupy. Like, what? First of all, I can't even believe I wrote that. Second of all, I mean, that's been this year. That's been this entire year. Okay, let's get to moving because I want to get to my 2024 goals and how they're different from what I'm doing in 2023. But I do want to go quickly through the last two categories, religion and education. So religion obviously has to do with anything faith, prayer, expectation, what have you. Now, of course, I wanted to pray and read the Bible every single morning. I am so bad at that. I know I'm not the only one. I hope I'm not the only one. But I miss reading the Bible. And people think that reading the Bible is this like high, majestic, like holier than thou thing. You can honestly read the Bible like an actual book. But when I tell you, like, I literally start at Genesis and just read through the Bible, you'll be so shocked at how well the stories are connected. I honestly think you should just read the Bible. I really do think you should. Like, take all of the religion and the spirituality out of it. It's still a very powerful, well-written story. I didn't find many new authors and speakers and pastors this year. I've kind of kept with the same kind of Darius Daniels, Keon Henderson, Sarah Jakes Roberts. Priscilla Shirer is one of my favorites of all time. She's just an amazing communicator, an amazing storyteller. And then, of course, my pastor in Nashville, Joseph Walker III. And so these are the kinds of people that I listen to. And of course, there's like speakers outside of faith that I listen to. I don't have to worry about music because literally all of my top songs in my Spotify Wrapped are gospel songs. Now, my top artist is a Little River Band, which is a older, folksy kind of rock band, which you probably wouldn't expect from me. Education, yeah, I graduated college. It was one of the most crazy things ever, but I'm glad I did it. There are a lot of people that can't even say that they have a bachelor's degree, that can't even say that they're a college graduate. We're so in the hustle culture that we haven't stopped to actually say, I did that, right? So I'm relishing in the fact that I just graduated from college in May, which is wild. I literally said, find a job perhaps at Belmont or in Nashville in DEI, which is diversity, equity, inclusion, marketing, or social media. Now, the job that I have has nothing to do with any of. There are some projects that I've worked on that have to do with diversity, equity, inclusion. There are things that I've done that have aspects of marketing, and there are things that I've done to help other things like on campus with social media help. So those were integrated, but the actual point of my job is to get a higher view of higher education. So I did get a job, just not the job that I thought I was going to, and that's completely fine. A lot of times I think I try to plan my way through things, and that's okay. Always have a plan, always be prepared, but I gotta be able to also prepare for the unexpected as well. So I'm very grateful for this job. It's been an amazing time so far, and I'm excited for next year and see how this year finishes out. Okay, so let's get into 2024. I'm only gonna talk about the goals that are different. Now, I did kind of change the names of these a little bit because I'm stealing this from another amazing YouTuber who has way more following than I do, the productivity expert, Ali Abdaal. He is iconic. He is one of my favorite YouTubers. He gets me together all the time. And he has this exercise where you kind of break up all of your goals into different categories, and then you rate each one from 1 to 10. And so that creation, I turned it into growth. Monetization, money. Condition, body. Religion, spirit. And then I added mind and people as well. So it's growth, money, body, spirit, mind, and people. I didn't really change anything with the social media aspect of it for growth. I did add that I would like to speak on some kind of stage or platform at least 3 times in 2024. I want to be able to do it at least 3 times. This year, I've gotten to do it at least once. And so I'm trying to make sure that in the future we have a little bit more leadway with, the opportunities that I get. And I believe that I'll have them. I don't know what they'll be. I don't know how large it'll scale to, but that's my hope, is that will happen. Money looks a little bit different. I'm not gonna say it. My physical health ones are about the same. Some books that I'm going through right now, 1 + 1 = 3. Heart on Fire by the one and only Danielle Cook Balfour. If you want to see me go to her launch party, click up above for that video and see some of that craziness. It was really, really fun. Disruptive Thinking by TD. So many other things. So I'm trying to get into some really good self-help, self-development type reading and stuff like that. So the religion aspect. So the only one that I added was getting more involved with the young adult ministry at my church that I currently go to, which already planning on it, and also reading through the entire Old Testament, like the entire thing. I think I can do it. Right now I'm at about 1 Kings 6. And so we still have a good little bit of ways to go in order to read the entire Testament. But I did say about researching master's programs, saying if that was an option. And again, finding a job in Belmont or in Nashville, because my fellowship will be up at the midway point of the year. And so I'm going to have to kind of go back to step 1 and try again. And then the last section that I have is people. Which I'm actually really excited about this because I'm a social person and I want to be able to make sure that I have like some specific goals with regards to social capital. And speaking of social capital, I went to a social media influencer marketer type of event not too long ago and I made some new friends there. So if you want to see that video, click up above. And go see that video. It was so much fun. It's always weird going to those things, like first off, because it's like a lot of new people, having to reintroduce myself a whole bunch of times. But it was really cool. It was cool to see some new people and hopefully make some connections that will last a while. I do want to go to at least 3 concerts and or musicals throughout the year. Now I think I will be able to surpass this because this year I've been able to MC several events at the Fisher Center for the Performing Arts in Nashville, Tennessee, because I've been connected with Belmont, I've been connected with the Fisher, I've been connected with all the people over there, and so they've let me MC a couple of events there. And usually I'll be able to watch those shows as well. And so I think I'll be able to go to at least a couple of concerts. I got to see CeCe Winans this year in her Believe For It tour, which was iconic. So good. But I do also want to see more musicals. Specifically, I want to see more musicals. I miss musical theater so much. And as well as connecting well with at least 5 creatives in Nashville. There's a lot of creativity in Nashville. Like a lot of creative people, and I know that they're out there, and I'm slowly but surely, figuring out, my way through, trying to figure out the places to go to and stuff like that. And so I'm excited. I'm excited about this year. I think it's going to be a really, really fun time. And I really hope that you're also sitting down. I hope these kind of inspire you to get some of your goals underway. I hope that these have helped maybe give you some leadway or some initiative or some motivation to have your own goals. Maybe this inspired you to do your own thing. This is really funny because I'm most definitely in a public space, and so like there's like families like coming through and like seeing stuff. Anyways, I really hope this inspired you. I'm so ready for 2024. I don't know about you, but this year has been crazy. I mean, it's just a testament that, you know, anything can happen in a year. So much can happen in a year. So much. And I'm really, really looking forward to next year. I think it's going to be a great year. I don't know what my word is or my phrase is for the year. I've been listening. Like, it's scary how crazy this year was and how related to occupying space it was. Not just physical space, because I had an apartment for the first time, occupying that, but then also being on different stages, doing different things, and occupying a new job. Like, it's been so crazy, but I know that next year is going to be even crazier, and it's going to be a very fun time. And so, before I go, again, like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about it. I'm very excited about next year. Hopefully I'll be on a little bit more of a regular uploading schedule, because this year was hot garbage. So thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to watch any of those videos I mentioned earlier, click those cards up above. There are also going to be some things floating right about here. But thank you so much. I'm wishing you and your family a happy holiday season. I'll see you in 2024. Peace.